EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Cleveland. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short game.
45-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Room to run inside the 40. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A big-time run by Jacobs. It's a gain of 34.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. and it's second down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. Third and long. Here's Shuck. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll let one go down the middle. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. A pickup of 44 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
He'll go again with Hall. Good blocking to the 15. And he's in. What a try. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Baltimore. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. He'll get this out wide. And he's out of bounds. He'll mark him at the 35. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to develop the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
Here we go. 19, 65, 75, 7.
The air again is shut. That is caught. He finds Walker. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll get about 5. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Forced to his right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss it...
Oh, a loose football! And fortunately for him, he's able to get back on it, but it will go down as a loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
We are through one. 7-3 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. An even 40 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. the shotgun. It's Mahomes. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And he's in! Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play action, it's Shuck. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. To the middle of the field and caught by Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 19, mark, go.
From the gun, it's Shuck. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
I wonder if he would have been better served just letting it go and taking a chance on the hop. Fair catch inside the 5. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
2nd and 10. Mahomes now back near his own goal line. Back down the field and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
He fields it at the 8. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Handoff, here comes Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession.
And he will go all the way. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allows the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First and 10, here's Shuck. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now it's the Michigan man, Donovan Edwards. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. To the air is Shuck. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. 70 range. Mustang 19. Ready.
Chuck. This one complete right side. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Shuck. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Now we'll get a timeout. When that's their second, clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. shut. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3.
Get it! Cougar 19! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Well, a chance to get right back in it here.
19.
First down and goal.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Ready, right?
Throwing is shot. Look wide. Get this one complete. With a pylon, he's pinned. Touchdown, Cleveland. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown. The extra point now for Borregales. His kick is good. And the Browns are back within 4. It's 21-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll take it at the 12. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. A run here with Paul. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. They get to Hall. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? You see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. From the 41, here's second down and 6. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Mahomes. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Play action here. Mahomes. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier.
And he's into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Butker now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official. Who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. To throw is shut. The throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
7 Pirates, 19 Lions, 60 Bobcats, Dragon 60.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Again, here's Hall. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Micah Parsons on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Give to Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
After that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle by Martin Overshaw. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 17-yard line.
Here's second and 6.
Yellow, yellow. Return.
Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Yellow. On the wall, right. Yellow, yellow.
On third and 1, here's Mahomes. To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Agnew on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Paco in. Check. Check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On first down, Chuck. He's got a man. It's Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage here.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 37, here's second down and a yard. Jacob will get it to start the fourth quarter. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. He'll get that out to Edwards. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Track at 60. 19 tight. 19 attack. Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18 Raptor. 18 Raptor. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Spartan.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. From linebacker, Devin Lloyd. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Yellow. 15.
Mahomes. He'll let it go deep left sideline. Looking down the field. That ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Go.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
3rd and long. Here is Shuck. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Now a run with Charbonnet. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
3rd and 9. Charbonnet in the back, and he goes straight ahead. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Ravens bring their punt team out. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Cleveland.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
The air again is Shuck. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Viking 18. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60, trap 60, traps 19 Lion.
Here once more, shot. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready? Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
18, Pioneer.
They'll go. And here's Shuck. That's taken in.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 79 Bronco, 70 Lion, 79 Bronco. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. He's found his receiver, Butte. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
3rd down and 9.
Dragon 60. Ready. Bronco 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.